Good morning, my flyers, my astral projectors, and anyone watching this. So, I think I'm just going to make this video to go over um, some of my astral projection experiences. And so I'm just going to tell a few or so. So, I have not astral projected, by the way, in 2 weeks, maybe 2.5. That is a long ass time for me. But hey, I haven't been practicing my meditations as much because, I have finals coming up. And anyways, but one of the ones that happened, well, okay, a partial one, whatever. It was about 2.5 weeks ago, and I was meditating, laying down, and I was in a good meditation, and I felt a spirit grab my hand, my left hand, and it felt good, like he was massaging it, or just the energy felt good on my hand. So I kind of just laid there, and my left arm was the only thing that I could get out, and it said something to me in a reptilian like voice, like that sounded kind of in a different language, and I said, "What?" Not with my physical mouth, because if I did that, I knew I'd, ruin the whole meditation. So, like, in my mind, I'm mentally speaking back to it. And I said, "What?" And it said the same thing again. I'm like, "What?" And then I realized and then it said, "Come through. Come through." It said that twice in a very reptilian like accent, I guess. And I said, "I can't. I'm stuck. You want to help?" And as it's holding my hand, I feel like it's probably its other hand grab my arm and try to pull me. He gave me a little pull, and I said, "I'm stuck." And so I just that lasted about 4 minutes of him basically just holding my hand, and he gave me a pull a few times, and then I eventually just spread it apart my astral fingers, and I pulled my astral arm back into my physical arm, which was pretty cool to see. And okay, let's rewind. At one point in my life, after the first 2 years of doing OBEs, out of body experience, that's what OBE stands for, I tried to quit because it's like the better I got at getting out of my body, the more demonic attacks, the more I get pulled out of my body. And so I tried to quit, and when I tried to quit, that was the worst. That's when I was fighting demons the most and the worst. And I remember at this time, I was laying down trying to sleep. I've had insomnia since I came out of the womb. So I always had a hard trouble going to sleep, and I'm feeling like my astral body wants to come out. I'm trying to fight it, but it came out unintentionally. I tried to fight it, and then I was about 3 feet above my physical body, and I like I was looking at the other side of my room because I was seeing these energies that look like kind of like a misty black gas like, and then they started expanding, and as they expanded they got more of a darker black. And I also heard a that sound. And then I'm just and then I heard a voice, a very demonic voice, and I can't even mimic it. And it said, very slowly and drawn out, it said, my name, and it said, stop messing with that dark side. And then I looked up right in front of me, above me, and I saw a white gargoyle and in circles flying with his wings flapping. That's what the sound was coming from. And it was just a white gargoyle, and I went back in my body, and then I'm like pounding on the bed like, what do you mean don't mess with the dark side? I wasn't even trying to come out of my body. And da-da-da-da. Hey, and that spirit called me by my name. Oh, not the first time. He's called me by my name before. That was a while ago. And oh, another freaky one. I'll always remember this one because this one scared the shit out of me. You know, even though I had way more scarier ones than this. I was in my bed, living in that same house at the time, and I'm trying to see, I still like meditating, but I had to be careful. I was meditating for a little while at first just to clear my mind. Then I wanted to go to bed, but felt like my astral body wanted to come out. And I'm like, no, not right now. I get up, I try to shake it off, like shake my body, wiggle my toes, do some stretches. I lay back down, and my astral body's still trying to fight to come out. And I'm just keep tossing and turning. I finally thought I could just lay down and go to sleep, but right when I got comfortable, I got ripped out of my body right away by a demon that manifested itself as my mother and was pulling me in circles by my hand, and it looked just like my mom, and it was talking in a way that, what's like, you know when you rewind or fast forward a movie and it has a for the voice, that's what it sounded like, but the only words I made out from it was you fucking little cunt, and I couldn't make out the rest of what it said. And it looked just like my mother, except her eyes were, you could see the white part, and the eyes just looked black and just going down like that, but you could still see the white part. And it seemed like her knees were not bent, or it wasn't her, its knees were not bending when it walked. And then I snapped back in my body. I was freaked out by that. I ran in my mom's room, kind of started crying, like, Mom, is it a demon manifested itself like you? And she's like, you need to stop doing this. You need to stop doing this. And I'm like, but Mom, I wasn't trying to. It pulled me out of my body. It was unintentionally, because I did it so much, so it always happened unintentionally. Still, it'll happen intentionally or unintentionally till this day. And, sorry, y'all. I'm just trying to think of some other quick ones I could tell. Okay, let's rewind even farther. When, I guess, my first year of doing this, I first learned it. My first Well, first time I had my first one was at my dad's, and then I moved back in with my mom. And I remember I would always get pulled out of my, when I would try to meditate or come out of my body, I would rather get, pulled out, or when I came out, they would still pull me. These black hands that looked cartoonish, like it didn't look like in the shape of an elbow or muscle. It just seemed like they could there, it was a straight arm that seemed like it could just stretch out as long as it wanted to. And there was a bunch of them that would just grab me and pull me into my closet, and I would try to snap back in right when I got in the closet. And then that started happening every time, and I started to get annoyed. So so I started meditating more, and the more meditation work I got done, the stronger I got. And when I got stronger through meditation, I would come out of my body and I would still see him go like that, try to grab me, but I'm, pumped up with vital astral spiritual energy that, they couldn't get me. And I know in a lot of my videos, have said that these demons are 20 times stronger than you. And there's no, you don't have a chance against them fighting. But there are different ranks and levels of demons. There are the higher up ones that are stronger, and there is the lower level agents, that's what they call them, demons, that don't have a lot of power. And there's also astral parasites that will suck the astral energy out of you. And I remember in my first year in that house around that time, I remember I came out of my body and I popped out quick, and I was still in that state where, like, oh my god, I'm out of my body, I can't believe this, because it was like my first 8 months or 6 months still. And this was like my first 6 months still, and I just looking at my hands, and I look exactly the same, and I heard a telephone ring. Sounds like a house telephone. Then I heard another one, and another one, and another one, and then I just am hearing different ringtones, and then I was just hearing so much, and I just had covering my ears. It hurts, and that just freaked me out so much. It might not sound freaky, but see, when you cross over into the spirit realm, it's a whole different vibe, frequency. It's everything's heightened. You know, it's just different. And okay, let's fast forward back. Like a couple. This is probably like a few weeks ago, actually, right before the first one that I said come through. That happened just a little while before that. I remember I came out of my body. I saw like an outline of a 5-year-old boy by the door, and I was like, huh, look at that little kid. This is all when I'm out of my body, guys. And then I kind of got a bad vibe from it, and it didn't say it in a demonic voice, but it said, what did it say? I'm not what you think. We are 200. I know a legion is like 2,000 or something, maybe more. And then, okay, since everything's heightened in the astral realm, I was feeling horny. And I'll make a video about astral, sex in the astrals, and why do you feel so horny in the astral sometimes. I'll make that another video. But I was like, I want a hot girl. And I was on my bed, and I was seeing a girl's belly, like, in circles. It was like pitch black in my room, but then her face got like this close to my face, and I remember exactly what she looked like. She was Mexican. She had her hair parted in the middle, but her hair tied back, and she had a big smile. Big, 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 big smile. and she got me off pretty quick. How? Let's just keep it at that. Then she disappeared like that. But before that, I did try to ask her her name, and she spoke in a Mexican accent, saying, "No, no, oh no, no, no." And I don't know if you watched my other succubus video. Um, that other succubus said the same thing. She had some kind of accent too, and I remember I would ask her name. She said, "Of course not, of course not." I don't know why they don't want to tell you your names, but yeah, there's that one. I've been pulled out of my body so many times. I've been woke up to demons choking me, or I couldn't breathe. My blankets being ripped off. Yeah, I'm stuck between two worlds. I live in the physical and I live in the spiritual. And demons are very, very, very real. And I'll make another video later. I'm always lazy. But I'll make another one about how they plant thoughts in your mind and how they try to control you or influence you and stuff like that. And I can't think of... I have so many stories. I would do anything to have my first astral projection journal back that my mom threw away. Gosh. There's a lot of... I could think of more, but they're a little longer, and I was just going to share a few small ones, So... I don't know any quick ones to tell you. I mean, the void... I didn't even know it was called the void, which is when you're in the nothingness but blackness. I'm still get stuck in there a lot, but in the beginning I really did, when I come out of my body, I get pulled down in the void by the speed of light, because I didn't know how to... It's really hard to control astral movements in the beginning. Oh, I remember this one in my first it was in my first year, and I remember I came out of my body, I was in the void, but there was I guess those black hands, they were stronger though, and I was yelling, since I always believed in God, but I wasn't sure about the Bible or Jesus, and I think I yelled something out like, "Jesus, if you're here, come to me right effing now," or something. I said something like that. I'm out of my body. I'm in the spirit, so you have to come to me. And I felt one of those demons just bam slap me across my face with their big ass hand, and then I flew even. It hit me so hard, I flew even deeper into the void because of how hard it hit me, and then I just felt them beat the crap out of me. And yes, you feel pain in your physical, in your astral body, just like in your physical. And I can't think of any more little stories on the top of my head. I just want to say that if you astral project, just know what you're getting yourself into, because I did not believe in the devil or the demons, at all. I used to call them malevolent energies, bad energies, but then I couldn't deny to myself that, yes, these are demons that I am fighting and dealing with. And I have a bunch more. Just can't think of... I could think of a lot, but some of them are longer. So I guess I'm done with this.